have these really simple and adorable crocheted stars to share with you guys today. I saw them on Pinterest and found the link to the blog, and it has a simple pattern. All you have to know how to do is single, double, and triple crochet. They work up within minutes, which is awesome. You do have to stiffen them to pull the points out, so I'm going to tell you how I did that. But you can use any size string or yarn or cording and any size crochet hook. It's just going to give you a little bit different size, depending on how thick or thin and how big of a needle you use. These are 3 inches from top to bottom and across, and they're pretty thick. I use some pretty thick cotton string. And so what I use to make these, I have this spool of cooking twine that my dad sent me, and I believe this is for like tying up roasts and things like that. It is pretty heavy cording. So I used that, and I used a size I hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter hook. And this is what, this is how they came out. So to stiffen them, when you first get done with them, they look like a little flower. The points are not pointed, they're rounded. And you have to stiffen them. So I made some homemade stiffener. You can buy stiffener at the store. If you Google search fabric stiffening, you'll get a whole bunch of different ways of doing it. So I used 1 tablespoon of Elmer's glue in about 4 ounces of hot water. And you can use up to half and half, half Elmer's glue, half water. It really depends on how stiff you want them. And if you use more glue, you'll get a little bit more plasticky feel to them. Or if you wanted to, put glitter on them, I would definitely use more glue. But these came out, you can't even tell that they've been stiffened. They're still very pliable. The integrity of the cotton yarn is still there. There's no plasticky feel. And yet I was still able to get them to stretch out and make my points. I did add 1 more tablespoon to my solution when I was done for the next batch. I want them to have maybe just be a little bit more rigid for long-term wear. But what you do is you put them in the solution, make sure they're fully saturated, then I blotted them really well with a paper towel. You want to get the excess liquid out. And then I just took a packing box that I had around the house, and you put the star on there, and you use sewing pins to pull the points out, and just kind of adhere it to the box. And then once it's dry, you take it out and you're all set. It took mine excuse me, it took mine just a couple hours to thoroughly dry. And I sewed on some buttons. I was going to glitter these, and I decided to leave them plain, but I will probably glitter some in the future, and I definitely want to try and make some with some different types of cord and yarn and see how those come out. And I just put the velvet trim right through one of the star points. But what I like about these is how quick they are to make. I mean, it does take a while to, for them to dry and everything to stiffen them, but actually working them up and crocheting them is super quick within, 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'm going to go hang these on the tree. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Again, I'm going to put the pattern, a link to the blog that has the pattern below. And you guys have a super great day. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.